In the sweltering, heavy July of 1916, a heat wave and a polio epidemic drove thousands to the Atlantic coast. The ocean was seen as a sanctuary, but something spooky was lurking in the surf. Over 12 days, 5 people were attacked by a silent predator, sparking a national panic that would change our relationship with the deep forever. The first victim was Charles Vansant, at Beach Haven. While swimming in heavy twilight, he was pulled under. Witnesses saw a dark fin and a red cloud blooming in the water. At the time, scientists believed sharks were harmless scavengers, incapable of attacking humans. This spooky denial meant the beaches stayed open, setting the stage for a heavy tragedy. 5 days later, 45 miles north in Spring Lake, Charles Bruder was swimming far offshore. A heavy scream pierced the air as he was struck. Lifeboat crews reached him, but the predator had been efficient and spooky. Bruder died on the sand, and the shimmering Atlantic was no longer a playground. It had become a hunting ground for an unknown beast. The mystery turned impossible on July 12th. In the quiet, heavy fresh water of Matawan Creek, 30 miles from the open ocean, a giant shadow was seen swimming upstream. Local boys were playing in the spooky brown water when 11-year-old Lester Stillwell was dragged under. This creek attack defied every biological rule of the era. A local businessman, Watson Fisher, dove into the heavy silt to recover the boy's body. In a spooky and violent underwater struggle, the shark struck again, tearing into Fisher's leg. He bled out before he could reach the hospital. The Matawan Monitor had turned a peaceful inland stream into a theater of death, leaving the town in heavy shock. The final attack occurred shortly after, downstream toward the bay. Young Joseph Dunn was bitten, but miraculously pulled to safety by his friends. The spooky consistency of the strikes led to a heavy mobilization. President Woodrow Wilson called a cabinet meeting, and a bounty was placed on the monster of the Jersey Shore. The hunt was on. On July 14th, a taxidermist named Michael Schleiser captured an 8-foot great white shark in Raritan Bay. When he opened its heavy stomach, he found human remains. The spooky killings stopped immediately. But the mystery remained. How could a saltwater shark survive and hunt in the fresh water of Matawan Creek? The heavy debate began. Some biologists argued the Matawan killer was actually a bull shark, known for its spooky ability to thrive in fresh water. They believed the great white caught in the bay was a heavy coincidence. This two-shark theory suggests a coordinated or simultaneous invasion of the coast. The Jersey Shore was being stalked by multiple phantoms. The 1916 attacks represent the birth of the shark myth. Before this heavy summer, sharks were barely feared. The spooky events inspired Peter Benchley to write Jaws, turning the great white into a universal monster. The Jersey mystery was the blueprint for our modern fear. The Fins, a story of blood and brine that never truly settled. Today, the Matawan Creek is a spooky and quiet place. A small plaque commemorates the heavy events of 1916. Researchers still study the tides and temperatures of that summer, trying to find a rational reason for the aggressive behavior. Was it a rogue shark or a heavy shift in the ecosystem? The truth is submerged. The Jersey Shore mystery is a masterpiece of natural horror. It is a tale of white flashes and crimson water, a puzzle that proves that the spooky isn't always supernatural. Sometimes, it is just a predator that finds a new way to hunt. The 1916 attacks are the heavy heart of American summer lore, a mystery that drifts just beneath the surface. As the waves crash on the Jersey sand tonight, look at the dark water. Think of the fin and the heavy silence of 1916. The mystery of the shore shark is a spooky reminder that we are visitors in the ocean. It is the shadow in the surf, a mystery that will remain as long as the Atlantic continues to hide its heaviest and oldest hunters.